How's it going, guys? It's Ryan here, and welcome to this video. Now, first off, don't mind me, I'm extremely tired. I've been out all day helping a friend move, and I just got home, and it's literally 6:44 in the evening, and I'm actually gonna go to bed now. But yeah, I did want to quickly get this video out first, so yeah, don't hate me. I'm a little tired. Commentary might be a little bit less ecstatic or enthusiastic as it usually would be. But I want to talk a little bit about the new boss, Telos, and maybe a couple other things quickly. So first off, content is all on the way. I've got a Pker commentary about to go out. I've got my Araxor guide that is almost done. I've got a lot of other stuff that's good. It's ready to go. Next episode of the Road to 2.147 bill. That's basically ready to go. I've got all the clips recorded. Just need to edit that down. But yeah, what we're talking about in this video is Telos. So what you're looking at right now in the background is actually me killing all of the God Wars Dungeon 2 bosses. And here's why. Even though Telos has not been released yet and will be released tomorrow, I believe at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, you can actually kill all the God Wars 2 bosses and get sigil pieces from each boss. So long as you do the most damage in the kill, if it's like a duo or you solo it, it'll be an 100% drop to get this sigil piece. So you need a sigil piece from each of the 4 bosses. Once you've got that sigil piece, what you can then do is you can make a sigil, and that's kind of like the frozen key to next. It will let you access Telos. So that's the first thing. If you're looking to try this boss on day of release, which I totally recommend because it should be a really fun time, well, definitely go and do that ahead of time, so that when Telos actually gets released, you're not stuck having to kill all the God Wars Dungeon 2 bosses when you just wanted to get right into the brand new boss that no one knows anything about. So, there've been a lot of speculations. A lot of people have talked about, like, oh, I think it's going to be this, or based on the videos, and analyzed it all down. There's some knowledge on some of the mechanics, but a lot of stuff is unknown. The last phase, the final phase, no one really knows anything about it, which is really, really cool. It's going to be really, really exciting to just show up in max gear, or the best gear we can, and just try out the boss, see if we can get ourselves a kill on release as soon as possible, as quickly as possible from release. So anyway, that's what I'm really, really excited for, and I just want to say I am going to be streaming. I'll put out a notification video as soon as the stream goes live, but I want to stream Telos as long as I possibly can, because, there might be a maximum on how many times you can kill it in a day, but yeah, I'm going to be streaming for like at least 4 or 5 hours tomorrow, starting as soon as Telos is released. So I'll start a little bit before that. So anyway, just look at your sub boxes tomorrow, and a video will come out when I'm streaming, and totally tune into it, check it out. It should be a ton of fun. Now what I want to do is I just want to show you guys some of the preparation I've done for Telos. So it involves invention, augments, stuff like that, and it also involves gear. So what you're going to see in my invent is just some of the gear I've purchased just in case. It's for all 3 combat styles because, no one really knows what the best combat style is going to be. Based on the BTS videos, we know for sure that Telos uses magic and also melee, so maybe mage is the best way to go about it, but also people don't really know a lot about the mechanics. No one knows a ton about P4, so yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting. So what I have is I've got full augmented anima core of Zamorak gear and a noxious bow. That's my ranged gear. My melee gear, I have either full malevolent or I also have full augmented Torva, and then I've got augmented Dragors. The reason I don't have a scythe is because Telos is a big boss. I'm assuming his attack range is going to be big enough anyway that there's going to be no advantage of standing a couple squares away, and Dragors actually have better DPS against a single target. Now, other than that, for mage gear, it's pretty sort of self-explanatory. I have a Noxious Staff, and then full Virtus, and then, I also have a lot of money in case that there's anything that's going to be good to buy on the day of release, something like a Spirit Shield, anything like that. Other thing I have is I've got all the tier 90 shields, I've got a lot of sharks, I've got a lot of brews, I've made a ton of potions, tons of supreme overloads, and I've also got a bunch of onyxes, so that when I die a bunch and my ring of death keeps, like, saving my ass, I will be able to keep going back over and over again until I get kills. So anyway, guys, I just want to say I'm super, super hyped for the new boss. I'm so excited to just, be a part of it on day of release, because with Rax from Scratch, or Raxor from Scratch, the previous series I did on YouTube, it basically stopped me from being able to participate in any of the really cool team content that came out on day of release. And, not only that, there is some water pouring in the background, don't hate me. Not only that, but a new boss that's dropping the best in-class weapons. If you guys didn't know, Telos drops tier 92 sword, bow, and also staff, and then also a really, really cool ability. And if you get any of those on day of release, or like the tradable piece, because it's kind of like a Raxor, we've got like 3 leg pieces and then a hilt, it's kind of like that, but the hilt pieces on day of release, if you're lucky enough to get one, it is going to be absolutely insane, the money. We could finish the 2.147 build series in one day. We could finish it tomorrow with a little bit of luck. But anyway, guys, I just want to make this video to say, if you have not prepared for Telos, make sure you've done a little prep, just so that as soon as it drops, you can get right to it and try and make yourself a ton of money. Last thing I was going to say is just, I do want to make a testing video testing out the new weapons, but I don't have that much money. If I sell all my gear, I have about 1.2 bill, which is probably not going to be enough on day of release to get the weapons. So anyway, I'm going to see what I can do. I can see if I can find someone who can lend them to me. or purchase them like a couple days later, but as soon as I possibly can, I will get testing videos out for all 3 of the brand new weapons, regardless of what it costs, because I know that's kind of my thing, my niche thing. I make these testing videos, and, you know, I gotta get the new weapons and test them out for you guys. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you all did enjoy. I know it's like not a normal upload, but I just want to let you guys know I'm gonna be streaming Telos. It's gonna be hype. I'm really, really excited. Been prepping all week, and yeah, that's about it. So anyway, guys, have a good night. I'm gonna go to sleep now, even though it's 7 o'clock in the evening. Have a good one, and peace out.